I'm Mel Zwire, one of the directors from Legend of Korra, Book 3, Change.
Hi, I'm Owen Sullivan, and I'm assistant director with Mel.
The Earth Queen is in danger from a group of terrorists calling themselves the Red Lotus. I talked to one of them in the spirit world yesterday. He's insane.
Screaming about terrorists in the spirit world. You're the one who sounds insane.
In this episode, Long Live the Queen, we start off with Korra and Asami. They're going to be transported back to the Queen, Ba Sing Se. We also have Mako and Bolin captured by Zahir.
So you guys were like locked up for 15 years, huh? That must have been like crazy boring.
Actually, it was only 13 years, but it felt like 30.
Well, there's a moment we see a little bit into both Kazan and Minghua, their personal lives. I mean, they are human.
Yeah, it reminds me of, when Zuko was still a villain, you still felt for him. He was still kind of a sympathetic villain, which I think is important.
Mostly I just made up stories about the guards, who was having trouble with his girlfriend, which one secretly wished he'd become a pastry chef.
Ooh, okay, that sounds like fun. Let me try that on you guys.
Bolin, will you stop making friends with the bad guys?
Sorry.
It makes you kind of care about the villains more, and they have a motivation with the Red Lotus beyond just killing Korra.
Yeah, there's a reason.
The airship is poorly made, and Asami knows this. It's a Cabbage Corp.
Cabbage Corporation.
So they exploit the weaknesses of the design to escape, and they end up crashing in the desert with the rest of the crew.
Well, they say any landing you can walk away from is a good landing. But given our location, I'm not so sure about that.
So a lot of this episode takes place in the desert, in sand dunes, and Brian was pretty adamant that we reference that.
I would call this the Jaws moment.
We referenced a specific kind of fish that had a very unique color and mouth. And then usually they splice it together with another animal to make it fit into the Avatar universe.
We can't just wait around for that thing to pick us off one by one!
You'll do as you're told, Airman. Now get a hold of yourself.
Maybe we can still build something to get us all out of here.
Asami kind of started out where she was kind of just a part of the love triangle with Korra and Mako. And it's nice to see her in an episode like this where she kind of contributes a lot.
She ain't pretty, but I think she'll do the job.
She's pretty much the one. She's responsible for the rescue.
Yeah, she saves them. They were to toast out in the desert, and Asami saves them.
With Korra's airbending.
Yeah, a little bit of engineering and airbending.
I don't believe in queens.
We went through a lot of iterations for the scene when the queen is killed by Zahir.
The airbending, instead of the fishbowl dome, at first it was just all around her, sucking the air out. And it changed to that part changed several times.
It probably started out more violent than you see in the final version. But you kind of, that's how we do it. You go as far as you can, and then
you pull back.
You pull back.
Freedom is just as essential as air. And without it, there is no life. There is only darkness.
Zahir's reasoning for killing the queen is, in his mind, a good one. Ba Sing Se was a bad place where the distribution of wealth was not
it's kind of like a vigilante. I mean,
in a way, So he's working for the people.
Attention, citizens of Ba Sing Se. I have an important announcement to make.
Moments ago, the Earth Queen was brought down at the hands of revolutionaries.
So Zahir's giving a speech that everyone in the city hears, so kind of wanted to show different parts of the city listening to it and their reaction.
You're rooting for the bad guy in this scene.
Back into the hands of the people.
Ghazan taking down the wall was kind of not spelled out exactly how it would work in the script, and it was kind of a fun process of boarding and reboarding that.
Lava between the bricks, start seeing it travel.
And then it was, kind of a snowballing of ideas to kind of get that to work. It took a little while. And then see everybody rush through, and we wanted to make sure that it looked really, really chaotic, and there was just a massive, massive flood of people running in there.
Zahir came here to take out the Earth Queen, and now Korra is next.
The prison scene was boarded by storyboarder Sean O'Neill. Sean loves to put in little touches here and there.
Yeah, like with this one, the whole thing with the prisoner next door who'd stick out the mirror.
You know that guy? He's my hero.
That wasn't in the script, the actual mirror part.
We get the script page, and it's not necessarily spelled out much of the humor, so you can add a lot of little beats.
Did you see that? I did it! I mean, not for us, but I metal bent all the other cells open!
Bolin thinks he succeeded in metal bending but it's really Zahir off screen just opening every other cell.
Then I just like Sean O'Neill's storyboarding of just Mako just palm to face.
I don't think
like,
that was you.
Listen to me. I'm going to set you free, but I want to talk to you first. I have a message that I need you to take to Korra.